Hey everyone, my name is Wedge. Conspiracy Take the Crown spoilers continue today, and let me tell you there's some craziness going on in this set. Today is probably going to be the most ridiculous for previews. Before we get into it, the Mana Source revealed a card in the set last night. Yeah, we got a preview card. In case you missed that video, you can click this link right here. It'll bring you there. So easy. Alright, without further ado, it's time to see all the legendary creature and planeswalker goodness. Oh yes. This is going to be awesome. If you enjoyed Conspiracy so far and you're as excited as I am for the set, please hit that like button. Helps out a lot. Sanctum Prelate is 1 of anything and 2 white for a 2/2 human cleric. As it enters the battlefield, choose a number. Non-creature spells with converted mana cost equal to the chosen number can't be cast. Holy mother of a Heliod, are you serious, wizards? Are you serious? Sanctum Prelate is like the weirdest form of Chalice of the Void and Meddling Mage and like Gaddock Teague all rolled into one. It's so peculiar. And talk about a prison ability. It's unbelievable. Eternal formats get a crazy buff here. Think about it. What if you name 1 against Delver? They can basically play nothing in their deck besides their Delvers. That's hilarious. 1 against Storm, 2 against Miracles, 1 or 2 against pretty much any legacy deck out there. Totally devastating. This kind of wide-reaching effect on all non-creature cards, totally brutal. This is going to be an expensive card in the set guaranteed. I wouldn't be surprised to see this in Death and Taxes or Hate Bears in Legacy, to say the least. Wow, it's crazy. Confiscate Riches is 7 of anything and 2 blue for a sorcery with Council's Dilemma. Starting with you, each player votes for time or money. For each opponent who voted time, you take an extra turn after this one. For each opponent who voted money, you gain control of a permanent that opponent controls. Looks like we finally saw a card that's bonkers with Arcane Savant. Wow, this is just stupid. No matter what your opponents choose, things are about to get crazy. You either take extra turns or you gain control of a permanent they own. So brutal. Sure, it's a billion mana, but that effect is so powerful. Great way to incorporate taking extra turns, huge fan. Now our set's gonna love this. Mizzix players must be going crazy. They're gonna copy this so many times. And, if you have Illusion of Choice, do you realize how many extra turns that is? So many extra turns. This is a great giant mythic card. Most are usually but this one's amazing. Keeper of Keys is 3 of anything and 2 blue for a 4/4 human rogue mutant. Great creature type. When it enters the battlefield, you become the monarch. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you're the monarch, creatures you control can't be blocked this turn. Alright, not bad. The Keeper represents one of the first cards we've seen that rewards you for being the monarch when your turn begins. Of course, that's easier said than done, but if you have some type of instant speed flicker effect, which shouldn't be too hard to do in blue in Commander, you should be able to set something up to make this work. Not only is it a 4/4 for 5 already, which is okay, but giving your entire team unblockable for a turn, now that's awesome. You could alpha swing to victory against someone no problem. Keeper of Keys is a powerful card in the right deck. I'm thinking Rune, Brago, maybe something like Animar. There's definitely a place for this, definitely. Serum Visions is back, and it isn't a rare. Yes, finally Serum Visions is coming back. Oh my goodness, that took years longer than it should have. Seriously, years. It took years longer. But at least it's here, finally. Looks like Conspiracy 2 is following in the footsteps of Conspiracy 1, finding a cool place to reprint some constructed staples. While Serum Visions isn't the $10 it was a year ago, it's certainly above where you'd want a staple draw effect to be. No more $5 Serum Visions. Sounds really good. Modern players enjoy. And I know it's uncommon, but let's be honest, it should have been uncommon in the first place, okay? Just be happy, it'll drop in price. It's what Conspiracy does, you'll be fine. Burgeoning is back. Now this is a reprint I can totally get behind. Very nice. This Commander staple has recently skyrocketed in price, settling somewhere near $30, which is just ridiculous. With this reprint and very cool new artwork, Burgeoning is going to drop like a sack of bricks. Amazing reprint, great idea here. I can almost hear the Gitrog Monster players, the Damia players, the Titania players crying out in happiness. They don't have to spend a stupidly large amount of money on a rando rare from Stronghold. It feels good. Burgeoning is a great card and a Commander staple. Perfect place to reprint this, tank the value, increase the supply. 10 out of 10 reprints. Wonderful. Wild Pair, aka Jumanji, is coming back. Not a lot of players know this card, so we'll go over it real quick. It's 4 of anything and 2 green for an enchantment. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, you may search your library for a creature card with the same total power and toughness and put it onto the battlefield. If you do, shuffle your library. I hate to say this, but this card sees so much play in certain commander strategies, it isn't even funny. And it's coming back with new art, very nice. Think Sliver Overlord grabbing Sliver Queen, or any elf grabbing pretty much any other elf. The card isn't hugely popular compared to the top tier green enchantments, but make no mistake, it is fun beyond reason. It's a cool reprint. Daretti Ingenious Iconoclast is one of anything 1 black and 1 red for a 3 loyalty Planeswalker. You can +1 and put a 1/1 colorless construct artifact token with Defender onto the battlefield. You can also -1 and you may sacrifice an artifact. If you do, destroy target artifact or creature. Lastly, you can -6 and choose target artifact card in a graveyard or artifact on the battlefield. Put 3 tokens that are copies of it onto the battlefield. Okay, I was not expecting this. Say hello to the newest black-red Planeswalker. Goodbye, Sarkhan the Mad. Daretti is awesome. Obviously, let's go step by step. His +1 is alright. Creates a little token defender for him. That's not so bad. I wish it didn't have defender built in, but I don't care all that much. His -1 is where things get interesting. You may sacrifice an artifact. The reason may is in this ability is to prevent someone from sandbagging you. If you use the -1, you don't have to choose something to sacrifice until the ability resolves. So let's say you have 2 artifacts, one you really want to keep and one you don't care about. If you use this ability, your opponent could destroy the artifact you want to sacrifice in response to activating the ability. If they do that, and there's no may clause, you're forced to sacrifice the good artifact. But in this case, because you may sacrifice an artifact, you can just let this tick down 1 and not sack your good card. It's one little word, but it comes with a lot of context. I really enjoy that addition. Lastly, his -6 is beyond outrageous. Choose target artifact card in a graveyard or the battlefield. That means not just yours. You can pick from anyone's. That's awesome. Then you casually get 3 copies of it. Are you serious? What if you want 3 Thran Dynamo? How about 3 Nevin Raw's Disc? No? How about 3 Staffin' In? Still not your thing? Okay, I'll go one step further. Daretti goes right into Nekasar. 3 Howling Mine. Is that enough for you yet? Kuldotha Forge Master gets to use its ability right away, or just, make 3 of them. You see what's happening here? Daretti takes every good artifact in the game and gives you 3 of them. How are you not freaking out about that right now? Okay, just here's where I think Daretti fits best. First, Timuret the Murder King. Second, Shattergang Brothers. Third, I don't know, maybe a Mishra Artifice or Prodigy, but that deck is so gimmicky. You get my point. There are places for Daretti. I guess I'd regret it if I also didn't mention Grenzo. Dude plays a lot of artifacts, just saying. Could be useful there. Epitaph Golem, so good. Leovold, Emissary of Trust, is 1 black, 1 green, and 1 blue for a 3/3 legendary creature elf advisor. Each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. Whenever you or a permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you may draw a card. Leovold's insane. Absolutely insane. This could end up being the best card spoiled today, including Daretti and that stupid Prelate. Each opponent can draw more than 1 card each turn. Cantrips, goodbye. Not only in Commander, but also in Legacy. Nick Fit might actually run this stupid thing. Preventing card draw from some of the best cards in the game, crazy strong. Also, and I find this amusing, his first ability completely negates the monarchy. Come on, that's just flavor. Leovold doesn't give a crap who the queen is. It's good stuff. A few more things to mention. First, for all of you who still play Tiny Leaders, enjoy the 3 converted mana cost Sultai Commander. I know you've been waiting for a decent one forever, so here you go. Also, and I find this especially delicious, while Leovold doesn't shut off Nekasar entirely, man, he does a great job at making that zombie wizard angry. Nekasar players need to draw cards to force you to draw cards. If they can't, they just lose. Loving the anti-Nekasar tech. What can't Leovold do? Honestly, it might be my favorite preview in the set so far. Plus, he's an elf in Sultai, a powerful elf in Sultai, so add that to the list of elf commanders. Gonna be good stuff, I'm telling you. The last card spoiled today is Spy Kit, but our good friend the professor from Tolarian Community College already made a ridiculously hilarious video about it. You can see it right here. You're going to want to click this link, trust me. The video features my favorite commander of all time, so just watch it. He deserves it. Spy Kit's awesome. I honestly can't contain my excitement for Conspiracy now. Come on. At this point, you have to admit that this set is off the rails. Seriously. Look at everything they're reprinting. Even if you don't look at reprints, have you really let some of these new cards sink in with you? We have Eternal Playables in this set. Cards that could be in Legacy, for goodness sake. Conspiracy is everything I hoped it would be and more, and we're still not even done with preview season yet. Wow. Let me know what you think in the comments. I need to know how you're feeling about all of this. What are you most excited for so far? Do you have any specific builds you want to make with these cards? Please talk to me. As always, subscribe for the latest and most reliable conspiracy spoiler information you could ever need. This is the Manosaurus, I'm Wedge. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next time. This video is brought to you in part by TCGplayer.com. I think now would be a great time to talk about pre-ordering Conspiracy Take the Crown since, the set is essentially on steroids. If you want to buy individual packs of the set, you can totally do that. Pre-order right now for $4 each. If you want to draft with friends but can't afford a box, packs are right here for you. If you do want a box, and I wouldn't blame you at all if you did, you can pre-order those too. With all the ridiculousness that's been revealed today, boxes are still pre-ordering at $95 each, shipping included. Feels like a really good time to place your orders. Seriously, you really got to get on this. The set's crazy. Click the links if you want anything. It helps the channel. We all smile. Good stuff. Enjoy.
Wow.